may be to the glory of thy blessed name. Mr. Speaker, members. Mr. Speaker, as time is past 10, I move that SO5 to suspend for the business of the House to commence. Thank you.
Any seconder to that motion?
I second the motion, Mr. Speaker.
All in favor, say aye. The ayes have it.
Record on vote and proceedings for Thursday, 7th November 2024.
Honorable members, we shall take record of votes and proceedings for Thursday, 7th November 2024. As usual, we skip pages 1 to 4 and we'll start from page 5. Any correction on page 5? Page 6? Page 7? Page 8? Page 9. In the absence of any correction, can a member move? I so move, Honorable Speaker. Any seconder? All in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The record of vote and proceedings for Thursday, 7th November 2024 has been adopted. Announcement by Mr. Speaker.
Very short announcements. Today, in line with SO 33.8, we have invited 5 ministers representing each of the ministries in the big 5 game changers presented the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, as espoused in his manifesto. This is the first presidential address since we have the return of our friends on our left, and it is but proper that questions raised during the debates be responded to, be answered in line with SO 38.3 by key ministers. So we invited the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Labour and Social Security, the Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs, the Minister of Education and the Minister of Agriculture. So the debate is going to take this format. We start this morning, knowing that today is Friday and SO 52 has been suspended. I hope we would have suspended SO 52 in its entirety so that we move beyond 12. Because you know today is Friday, we are supposed to adjourn at 12. So maybe after my announcement, we may need to do an amendment to SO 52. Maybe someone needs to stand on SO 27 to do an amendment to the motion on SO 52.
Mr. Speaker, we assume that we'll finish before 12. But if that's the case, we are not going to finish before the time stipulated. We'll move the motion 94, regulate ourselves.
I agree.
Yeah, perhaps we are going to finish before time. So we agree with you that, as usual, when we get to 12 o'clock, we move the motion.
Since you have given me the comfort that we finish before 12,
then I should. So I'm going to disappoint the house. There is a success speech I'm going to give you. I believe my ministers are going to handle all of the questions of my colleagues. Thank you, Mr.
Very well. So this morning we'll start with the leaders. As stated in my earlier announcement or my earlier ruling, we are going to give 15 minutes each to the leaders. And I have been reliably informed that Honorable Kekoya Vandi has been incorporated under the list of the SLPP leadership for today. But he will not enjoy the 15 minutes. So 15 minutes for the leaders, and then we'll take the ministers. The ministers will be flexible, we'll try as much as possible to see if we can give you 15 minutes. If not possible, we'll give you 12 minutes, and we'll take 3 minutes for each minister to respond to questions from the leader of the opposition. So the leader of the opposition will have the opportunity to ask each minister a question and a follow-up if necessary. So on that understanding, I take my first... On that understanding, sorry, I hope the House agrees with the layout and we move on as stated.
Motion of thanks to His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada. Fifth allotted day. Debate continues.
I take the Honorable from Munutala. The Honorable
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you know, when you call Munotala and you don't call Masongbala and the Kamba section, the people are saying, oh, are you not representing us again? I am representing the 10 chiefdoms of Kamba State. Mr. Speaker, this is the 6th presidential debate I have participated in this world. And it's a great honor bestowed on me by the people of Gambia District. I must be grateful to God, and I must be grateful to my people. A man born from 3 houses in one small village, representing Gambia District as 001. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, unlike other debates, this debate, after reading the presidential speech, if any member of parliament is privy to read paragraph 3, paragraph 4, and paragraph 179. The president called us, I would say it's a call to order as members of parliament and people representing the people of Sierra Leone and people in the executive arm of government to understand the need of us addressing the needs of the people that we represent. In paragraph 4, the president says, the hope and the aspiration, the dreams of the people is in our hands as representatives of the people. He also warned us in paragraph 3 that if we allow politics to overshadow governance, we will not only fail as politicians, but also as custodians of the future of this nation. Mr. Speaker, when you go to 179, we can show that we owe them the utmost respect they deserve as citizens for what they have bestowed in us. Is how much we hold this sacred house, how much we hold ourselves accountable, how much we use democratic credentials, democratic steps to hold ourselves accountable on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. We must not kill the dreams of our people. We must restore the hope of our people bestowed on us. We must not allow at any time for politics to kill the very hope of our people in governance. It means today we must open up our minds to listen to the opposition as always, and to see that we're part of governance, and the issue we raise are not out of politicking, but out of a reasonable reason to find solutions to the hopes of the ordinary people. Mr. Speaker, after this, I'll venture to go into agriculture. Mr. Speaker, in 2007, before the election of 2007, we had food security. Before 2018, we had bread and butter. And today, we have a new slogan, Fix Alone. Either of these talks about addressing the needs of our people in terms of food. But the question one tends to ask is, what are the differences? What have we not done right What have we not done right to salvage the issue of our people's bread and butter? Why have we used bread and butter issues as political tool to war our people, and after which we just abandon them? And the president linked food security to national security. He says if we cannot feed our people, an angry man, an hungry man is an angry man. Therefore, it is incumbent on us as the political class to address those issues that link our people to food security. Mr. Speaker, food security is not just the availability of food in the market. It's the earning power of the people to purchase the food. So when we talk about food security and we narrow off the ability of the people to purchase the food, it's a problem in itself. But the president went further to say we need private sector involvement into agriculture. This was visible in the last 10 years of this program. We saw companies floating into Sierra Leone. So then you go to Samalin, you eat surfing. You go to Lubu, you go to many places. And these were distributed across the country. And that is how you boost food security. With tangible private sector involvement. Mr. Speaker, say, well, market our country's potentials, so we have people to come in. That is where I agree with the president, that governance should be kept away from politics. Today, we are where we are because we see ourselves not promoting agriculture. What I have noticed in the last 5 years, I have seen companies that have come into Sierra Leone fold up. Very close to my constituency in Mange, there was an oil palm agricultural project. That one has folded up already.
I have said, hold on, I have said in the past that if you have issues, particularly Honorable Kekuka Bandi that is going to speak today, you note it and you respond after. Continue.
Net oil in Ile has also folded up. Adat is struggling to survive. And in the area of Adat, it was a dual. It was both agriculture and an energy enhancing company. But today they've all folded up. And this is one of the most significant areas that we need to bring investors into agriculture. But for 6 years now, going to 7 years, this government has not brought in any, I repeat, agriculture coming into Sierra Leone. Today we talk about, I read through areas of expansion. He said we have expanded more lands. We have done more invalid swamps. But in this speech, the speech writers do not give us the number of how many hectares of lands they've added, how many irrigations they've done. And agriculture is a science. And having a leader of government business who is himself a scientist knows these are factual analysis that are missing in the speech. We talk about machineries being brought into this country. Mr. Speaker, up to last 2 weeks when you're sitting as the chairman of the PAC, you are the person recouping those monies. It means that methodology of mechanized agriculture, giving machines to our people, cannot solve the problem of Sierra Leone. We've done it in the past, and we are repeating it, and as a country, we still continue to do the same thing that we will never have a result for. In worst case, the machines we brought into Sierra Leone have never been in Sierra Leone, and they don't have spare parts in this country. In the area of education, I am happy seeing my friend. He tried to solve the problem, but the problem is bigger than him. In paragraph 34, we talked about education. My concerns are not just on what have been done or what cannot be done. My concern basically today is advocating for the ordinary teachers in these classrooms. You know, it is almost a sin for members of parliament in this world.
Mr. Speaker, point of order. You know, Mr. Speaker, to be very honest, yeah, this is a really positive note. To be very honest, I'm moved by emotions very high for Honorable Ikeke.
Well, you have not completed.
No, Mr. Speaker, where I'm learning, I really want us to pay attention at a maximum decorum to Honorable Ikeke. The reason being that the way he's talking like a prophet today, I mean, we are not only representing our people, we are now going pastors in the chamber.
Maybe he had ministration last night.
You know, I don't know what is happening over there. There's some religious convention happening over there.
How do we run those schools? As we speak, let's even assume they've been paid. But if you delay to pay them, how do you expect the schools to run? Admission fees in those schools are more expensive than the fees we pay for the LJSS and the primary school when your child is entering into either stages of the school calendar. I have my kids in government schools and not private schools, so I feel it. The condition of wash in those schools is worse off. And I went to Bo in 2019, and we were with the Committee on Water Resources. We found out that the systems were built, but because the schools were asked to pay for the water facility, and they don't have subsidies on time, all those facilities were damaged by weed. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we must take definite steps as members of parliament because we represent the people, and the people are the custodians of authority and power. We must not allow our teachers to go with less than $100 a month. It was that poverty situation of the teachers that led Kekua Vandi of Bo into politics. Most of us here ran away from the classrooms because the condition of teachers is worse off. We must take decisions for our teachers not to be paid less than $100 in this country, no matter the circumstance. Yes, they want the awards. Yes, they feel motivated when they get the awards, but they want to pay. They want to pay for their children to universities. They want to live luxurious lives like us. They want to have opportunities of going for vacations. We all graduated in the same colleges and universities, but their lives today is worse off. Let's advocate for them. They deserve better. In the area of health, you know, it is pathetic. And I am happy that the president has reminded us that in this chamber we are representing people. I listened for 5 days, and members of parliament were painting the health sector as if it is okay. And most of somebody said we've recruited over 600 doctors. To train the doctor takes over 7 years. Meaning the doctors you are recruiting now were trained by the past administration. And the fees they were paying in those universities were cheaper than they are today. But what's up? We are coming from homes, we are coming from districts and chiefdoms where even if we are sick, we cannot dare venture enter those PHUs. The health conditions in our villages and our towns is worse off that we cannot take our lives into those hospitals. But we are here painting a situation as if everything is okay. Thank you, Mr. President, for reminding us that we are the habitat, we are the hope of the people. Go to Orokubu today in Kambia District. I am happy that Fofana did not venture into the health sector in Kambia District. Mr. Speaker, SO2, now gas man has been at the hospital.
The Honorable Chief Whip.
Mr. Speaker, I just want to make some clarification.